Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Squid Prince, and before I get started, I have noticed a jump in subscribers. So first off, anyone who's new, I want to say welcome, and I hope you enjoy, the rest of the content that I'm going to be posting up. And thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. And enjoy this battle that I'm about to present to you. Now, I've been getting into a lot of UU things lately. As you can see, my team is pretty much, a UU with some NU stuff in it. And I wanted to see, how it would compare against, a standard team such as the one I'm versing here today, which I think you'll find it pretty interesting. Now, this was a passerby battle that I had, because a lot of people in passerby just doing standard OU things, which, naturally that's what's going on right now. But yeah, he definitely has some big threats in the Talonflame. Alakazam is always a threat. Aegislash is huge. The Gliscor very stally, something I definitely need to watch out for. Tyranitar is always a beast, especially if it's his Mega. Or, Mega Alakazam, that's always hard to deal with. Now, Kabrink is going to be there for his support. I'm assuming Stealth Rock, Screens, stuff like that. But on my side, I have my Aggron, who is my Sgt. Pepper. You've seen him before. With my T-Wave Stealth Rock, I have Ursaring, which I've really been getting into using, which it's a quick feat set, just 4 attacks all out. And I have my Rotom to help get my Ursaring in safely with Volt Switch, because I am slow enough where I should not outspeed most things. But if not, I'll have to play it smart and get against things that I'm slower than to get the Volt Switch to the free switch into Ursaring. Manetrike, Mega Manetrike, always a beast. Which that you'll have to pay attention because that's going to come in later. Choice Banded Dodrio, which I found actually through Little Cup from Choice Banded Doduo. One of my favorite sets, just mess and play around with. And then, the always vicious Yanmega with the speed boost to hopefully help me get some damage off. Which in this team is going to be extremely viable because I needed to take down Alakazam. And I need it for the T-Tar. And also being special based, I'll need it for the Gliscor as well. So I will show you what's up. Now, predicting his lead, it's really not too much of a prediction. I know he's going to lead off with the Kabrink. I'm going to end up leading off with the Aggron. And now, first play, I kind of do something silly. I end up making an unnecessary Mega Evolution. Now, I'm just so used to hitting the Mega button for Aggron. But now what I've done is I have stopped myself from getting a Mega Manetrike. So now I just have regular Manetrike on my team with the Mega Manetrikite, however you say it. Now, he's going to end up setting up the Reflect first turn. I'm going to end up going for the Stealth Rock this turn. And honestly, one thing that I didn't realize during this game is that Kabrink should be 4 times weak to Steel, being a Rock and Fairy type. But I end up just switching out, thinking I'll hit it from the special side since the Reflect is up. And I'm going to end up going for a Giga Drain, because I know it's super effective against Rock types. He does not get paralyzed this turn, and he ends up getting the Stealth Rocks in. Now, a good play is that I'm in before Stealth Rocks, so this way I won't lose 50% of my health, and I can actually start off doing some damage with full health. Here I'm going to go for an Air Slash, just to see what it would do. He ends up getting paralyzed again, but now he's also in range where another Giga Drain will be able to take him out, and pretty much there goes any more support of, Screens and whatever his 4th move was. I never got to see it. But that's good, because now that's 1 Pokemon down. Now he's going to end up bringing in his Gliscor, and here I'm thinking to myself, alright, this thing is going to be a problem, so I'm not going to switch out. I'm just going to go for an Air Slash, because I know they do usually run more physically defensive than specially defensive. And it does over 50%, which I'm very excited about. However, he does go for a Substitute. And now I'm like, oh geez, now he's probably going to, go for Protect to get some health back, and then Toxic me, and then just the whole roundabout. But now he's going to end up going for Protect, but I have a counter to the Substitute, and that would be my Bug Buzz. If you don't know, Bug Buzz is a move based on sound waves which pass through substitutes. So now, with his health being where it is, so low, I'm hoping that, Stab and Modest Nature will be enough to take it out, which it is. So that's that's a very good burden that I see here, off my shoulders that I don't have to deal with. So there's not going to be any toxic souling in this battle, and, we don't have to worry about any of those shenanigans. Now, Talonflame. Yanmega is too viable to this match to let die to a Brave Bird, so I'm going to end up switching in to my Aggron. Now here, I am fooled, because this isn't your, normal offensive Talonflame here. He's carrying Will-O-Wisp, so I'm expecting him to be more defensive. Now, my buddy Shiny Hunter 247 on Instagram has told me about this set before. I normally don't see it, but, it's definitely a problem. So now he's going to roost up, and now I figure, alright, let me go for a T-Wave, because I have a plan in mind. But I'll unravel that by the time that comes. But until then, I'm going to end up just going for, Iron Heads, because that's all I can hit it with. He's going to go for Brave Bird. I wall him, he walls me. It's not the greatest situation that, we've ever been in. So I'm going to end up going for an Iron Head, because my second move is Earthquake, and I can't touch him unless he roosts. So that's really not something I'm going to wait on, because he can just keep going for Brave Birds and then roost off, and I'm just going to keep going for Iron Head, because I figure it's just my best play. I can get off, semi-moderate, very low amounts of damage, but also he has the Rocky Helmet, so therefore it's going to help me get my Aggron out, fodder it off in a sense, and bring in my Rotom. And now here's where my plan of T-Wave comes in, because Brave Bird is neutral on me, and he can only kill me with Flare Blitz, but now he's too slow because he is paralyzed, so I can actually go in with a Volt Switch and take the Talonflame out, and that's perfect, because now we are 3 pokes closer, to trying to finish this match off. Now, a silly switch I kind of make here off the Volt Switch is to go into my Pine Tar, my Yanmega, so I do lose 50% of my health from the Stealth Rocks, but I do have a Citrus Berry to help me get some health back. Therefore, I am sitting at about 75%. I do make a silly play here. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just go for an Air Slash, see what it does. Because I figured he'd probably just Swords Dance anyway. But luckily for me, the hacks were on my side, and he ends up flinching, so I get out of this one unscathed. Now, one thing on my team I really have to deal with this in the best way would be my Rotom, because I do end up carrying the Will-O-Wisp, so I can end up stopping it, or trying to hinder its massive attack with the Willow. So he ends up King Shielding on my Switch anyway, so I end up getting a free Switch as well. It's almost like King Shield is just a mandatory click on Aegislash. So regardless on that, he knows that I'm going to Will-O-Wisp, so he's going to end up going for Swords Dance, which I don't blame him. He's going to try and, get as much damage off as he can before he dies, or faints, either or. Now, my best scenario here is I'm just going to end up going for T-Bolts, because I got to try and get as much damage, racking up with the burn damage, before he gets set up to +6, which he's going to have to go for Sneak Shadow as well, because, he's not going to end up outspeeding to hit me with another move. He couldn't kill me with Sacred Sword, because the stance change, I would be faster, and I'd end up taking him out regardless. You'll see by how close the damage is at the end of this scenario of, Swords Dance, T-Bolt, Swords Dance, T-Bolt. But, it's just an ongoing process, if you will. So the T-Bolt hits. It does another good chunk of damage. He goes for another Swords Dance. But, so it's like, now we're getting down to like the end of the battle, where this is going to be, his 4th poke. The Aegislash is pretty much, very hindered from what he wants it to do. And now I still have most of my pokes around. I think I still have 5 pokes. But the Alakazam is definitely a huge threat. And see here, now he's going to end up going for the Shadow Sneak to try and get off some damage after being burned. And he still has the T-Tar as well, which for a +6 burn, that definitely does, more than I thought it would. But now, predicting him to actually attack this move, we're going to go for a Volt Switch. Now, it probably would have been better for me to end up going for a T-bolt just so he wouldn't get switch initiative on me. But I saw an opportunity where I could bring in my Volt Switch out into my Earth Ring, get the Toxic Orb so I get the speed boost. And I'm thinking in my head, I was like, oh, I have Crunch on me. The Facade is there. I can outspeed Alakazam. Apparently, I cannot. A Jolly Quick Feet Earth Ring still cannot outspeed a max speed Alakazam. So that's good to know for the future. So my poor little guy just goes down. So he's going to end up going for a Psy Shock. Lucky for me, I am specially defensive, so this isn't going to do much. And I end up living it on 6%. So, that is a very, it has great importance to this battle, because now if he was holding the Focus Sash, that Sash is now broken. So now the way that I have to deal with this Alakazam is I only know one way to do it, because he outspeeds everything on my team. I could have went for, Choice Banded, Quick Attack to take it out, but I figured, let me do this. I'm going to go for a Protect, get my Speed Boost, because after Speed Boost, Yanmega does outspeed Alakazam. He also has not shown me that he's Mega, so I was assuming the Focus Sash. Now, I'm going to end up going for a Bug Buzz. It is super effective. I do have Stab, and he's at low enough health where, we would take him out. And plus, Alakazam's defenses, we all know, are nothing to brag about. So now his last Pokemon is coming in. It is the T-Tar, which I've been awaiting his arrival for majority of the battle. Now, I need to be kind of careful about this, because I no longer have, the Aggron or my other Poke, my Rotom. Now he's going to Mega, so now his special defense goes up even more, plus the Sandstorm boost. So I need to see how much Bug Buzz is going to do, which it does over 50%. It does like a good, 60% of damage. He's going to end up taking me out with a Crunch, not wanting to risk, a Stone Edge miss, or he can't hit me with Earthquake if he carries it. Now I'm going to end up going into Strike, and in my head, I forgot that I Mega'd the Aggron, so when the screen came up to pick whatever I wanted to do, and I saw that I couldn't Mega Evolve, I was like, I don't know how much, Thunderbolt's going to do here, but it is enough to get it down to a range where just about any attack will be able to take it down, so he does hit me with a Stone Edge and take me out, and I am down to my Choice Banded Dodrio, who, gets Stealth Rock damage, but has to attack, so I'm going to go for the Choice Banded Thrash, which is going to be enough to take it out. I was stressing a little bit. I was just overthinking. I was like, he resists all of my attacks. So, but I knew it was enough. The Choice Band definitely helped out in there. And it ended up being, coming down to that very last bit of the battle. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle. Look forward to Saturday when I do go for the Steel versus Steel in the Mono OU type. The OU Mono-type battle, so definitely keep your eyes out for that, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.